Yeah, look, Mick, we thought that the issue of pseudosciences needed special attention, and so we've sort of devoted a bit of a section to that. You know.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of an insult to use the word science because, you know, astrology, homeopathy, and being a psychic, is that really a science? I think it's a load of bollocks, it's a con job. Yeah. And what's our motto, Keith?
Follow the money. That's the motto.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Because we're a bit lucky, actually, because Keith did have a bit of a psychic business years ago, didn't you, Keith?
So I run my own business as a psychic. Of course, it had to close due to unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah, of course it did. Yeah. So, how did you go about fleecing people of their hard-earned money then?
That's a bit strong, Mick, to use the word fleecing. You know?
Is it?
Yeah. I would say defrauding.
Yeah. So you know, how would you go about defrauding people of their money?
Well, it's surprisingly hard, but there are so many gullible people out there. You know, you use things like cold reading. There are certain techniques out there. You can go to school and learn it.
Yeah. So cold reading. What's cold reading?
Cold reading. Well, you look at the body language.
Yeah.
You know, you look at when somebody comes in the door. How are they dressed? How's their body language? Do they look depressed? You know, and you do all of that. That is your basic cold reading, and you can deem a lot from that. You can deem a hell of a lot of information about somebody from that cold reading.
But what about these messages you get from dead people when you give it? You know, how do you do that one?
Oh no. Well, you see, you know, when you get messages from the dead, it's all about you generalise. You generalise. That is your name of the game, right? You think if a spirit could talk to you, you think of all the wonderful things that spirit could tell you. You know, all those magnificent, the surroundings. What was it like to die? You know. Yeah. And of course, they're always in heaven.
Yeah. Of course.
You know, they're always in. You know, your spirits have always got to be around beautiful things and happy, so that's what you focus on. So you say things like, tell them that I'm happy, and I hope you're happy, and you use word, and they use, you generalise and stuff like that, and if you want to be specific, you might throw in the odd, tell Aunt Elsie don't forget to put the fucking cat out or something like that,
So what you're saying, someone who's been dead for years and is in contact with their loved ones, all they can think to tell them is to put the fucking cat out.
Oh yeah, no, but you cannot, that is how.
And they buy this.
Oh, they buy it all the time. Yeah, they can't get enough of it. Tell Auntie Maisie I'm very happy. And all of that, that's they're your terminologies that you've got to use.
Yeah.
And there are other techniques of drilling down, into specific people. You might have a group of people in a room, and you look at the ages. Right, and if they're young people, you might say, does the name Jason mean anything to anybody? If they're kicking on a bit and they're old age pensioners, you might use George or Mildred or something like that. So it is a skill.
Now all these people that's sitting in the room, have they paid to be sitting in the room?
Oh, naturally. So naturally. Oh, mate. The golden rule, Mick. Golden rule of psychics and that whole psychic industry. Follow the money.
Now, Keith, I want to turn your attention to the multi-million-dollar industry of astrology. Now,
that little bit of fun.
Yeah, a little bit of fun, looking at the newspapers all around the world, but it's grown into this massive industry and people are actually paying a fortune to have some horoscope written out for them, aren't they?
And their astrological chart and all of that sort of stuff. And what is our motto, Mick? Follow the money. That's the key to all this stuff, and it is the key. I mean, it's absurd enough. It's absurd enough to believe that planets billions of miles away, millions and billions, stars billions of miles away, or what's the name, have got any bearing on your life here on Earth whatsoever. If you look at the constellations, which have moved, when they were first put up and people, started mapping and things like that, they've shifted. Yeah. So people's birth dates have shifted and all that, but don't stop them, does it?
No. And what about daylight saving, Keith?
Well, yeah, you see, that's another interesting thing. I mean, if you were born, you know, let's say on the 22nd of March or something like that at 12:15.
Yeah.
12:15, 22nd, like, somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
You know? How does this supernatural force, I mean, well, saying how does it? It must be one magical force if it could work out that I was born at 12:15, but some other part of the country might not have daylight saving, so really it's only 11:15, isn't it?
Yeah, because you've got to remember that in Australia we have daylight saving here, but Western Australia and Queensland don't have daylight saving. Apparently it fades their curtains. Never quite could work that one out.
No.
But like you say, I mean, I've got it written down here somewhere. I've got a bit of a scenario going. What you said there, Keith. If you're born at 12:15 a.m. on the 23rd of October, as Keith said, you'd be a Scorpio. Apparently, it says here.
Yeah.
But if you was born at quarter to midnight on the 22nd, you'd be a Libra. So if you factor in daylight saving, astrology works all that out. Then has a chart dedicated to you, and this is your chart. This is where the stars and the constellations were at the exact point of your birth.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, it's bollocks, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. No, but people believe it, Mick.
I know.
You know, and they will pay out millions for this sort of
I know, that's what it's all about, yeah.
You know, it's the, you know, what do we say, Mick?
Yeah. Follow the money.
You know, follow the money.
So, Keith, you've also dabbled in a bit of that old Feng Shui, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, slight correction. It's the science of Feng Shui, Mick. It's the science of swing. You've got to get that right. I mean, it says so on the old Feng Shui Institute of on their website. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a science. Oh, yeah. No. There's our, you know, Feng Shui. It's about energy. You know, and I'm going to read this. I ain't got my memory like I used to, but let me just read this out to you. This is what Feng Shui is, Mick, you know. This is what a good Feng Shui consultant can do, right? Okay. He identifies the destructive cycle of the 5 Feng Shui elements, you know, and such as metal cuts wood, and wood and fire burns the wood, and you focus on the strength of the wood, and you focus on the energy of the money area within your house, and of course it's best to avoid all of the elements that weaken wood and stuff like that, you know. So this is because that's science, of course, see.
You know, well, you lost me way back there with all this metal cutting wood.
Oh,
and that. So, if we were getting in a lift together and we were going to get out that lift 20 seconds later, and you were going to describe Feng Shui in 20 seconds, what would you say?
Well, again, I'm going to have to read this out, but this is energy as a physical property possessed by an object and is a measure of the capability to make things happen. Right? That's very short. So, in order for things to happen, some of the energy of the object must be transferred to the other one, to the other object. See? And power is the rate at which this transfer takes place. Wind and water are one of the greatest examples of this process. See?
Yeah, interesting.
See, it's all it's all that science,
isn't it?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, let's get it. You know, I mean, it's. You know, you've only got to look at it down on the old interweb, mate. You know, you only got to look at it. Just go on these Feng Shui websites, and it will tell you there, mate. You know, but and there's people out there, mate, full of it, bullshit. You know, and you'll get two Feng Shui experts come into your house, and one will say, "Don't have a red couch over there." Worst thing you can do is red, because that's your fire, isn't it? See? That's your fire.
Yeah, all right.
You're better off having it over here, and then somebody else will come in and say, take that red couch and put it in your bedroom, you know?
Yeah, now, these people that come into your house and say you shouldn't have that there and the couch over there, you should have that not over there, do you have to pay them to do that?
Oh, no. Big money, mate. Big money, you know? And look, now what is our motto, Mick? You know, no poppy, no Feng Shui. So, Mick, in your opinion, what about the other pseudosciences, I suppose, if we could use that term loosely? What about, you know, homeopathy, obviously in small doses?
Total bollocks.
Yeah, okay. What about ghosts and the supernatural?
Bollocks.
Tarot reading?
Total bollocks.
Mediums?
Bollocks.
Well, I can see you're in two minds, Mick. You know, I can see you're in two minds. Yeah, but I mean, it never surprises us, does it? millions and millions of people around this planet that are sucked in by this bollocks and bullshit is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, and you really hit the nail on the head there, because it's playing on people's vulnerabilities, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's exploiting them. It's a bit like religion, really. But save that for another day.
Save that for another. We'll probably have a look at that at some other later stage, especially with what's gone on in recent weeks. But I mean, it's you know, when it comes down to it, you know, having said all of this stuff that we said about, you know, these the science of it all, you know, all these wonderful mystic forces that are around, they go, you know, and even to, you know, picking up a bit of rock or a stone, you know, and keeping it in your pocket, it's going to keep you safe, and you know, all of, you know, and we could go on and on and on about all this stuff, you know, but all it boils down to is the fundamental fact right at the end, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Follow the money. I suppose we're about to wrap things up, Mick, you know, I mean, it's been interesting again, isn't it? Interesting little half-hour exercise.
Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. We only just touch on these subjects just so you can give you a taster.
Yeah, I mean, you know, people might think that what we say is total bollocks. I mean, you know, as we've said before, so do we half the time, don't we? You know, you know, but there are subjects out there that need saying, don't they?
Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it and got a bit of fun out of it, and you don't have to agree with us, but we hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's right. And if you get upset, fucking tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And you know, just make sure that you send the YouTube link to all your friends and your mates.
Yeah. Because
we're probably looking at this one probably going viral to what, maybe 20 or 30 people.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Some we have really gone mega viral. We've got up to 400 views, haven't we?
That's right.
Sometimes,
that's all right. Got a lot of friends though.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Look, we're probably going to wrap it up, and hopefully we'll see you in the next DVD, or you know, you can see us in the next DVD. We're not sure what we're going to do yet, do we? Could do another one of these, couldn't we?
Yeah, we could. And look out, be volume 3.
There's plenty of subjects out there.
There is plenty of subjects.
There,
yes.
You know. So so thanks very much for watching.
Thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed it.
And don't forget, visit blackmansbaystudios.com.
Goodbye.
Bye.
This has been a Blackman's Bay studio production.